a second. We are not going to enjoy the nostalgic journey. We are not trying to talk about nostalgic memories, but actually, we are going to discuss about nostalgic food. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, I'm Razip Rosli and today I'm going to tell you about my nostalgic food. Before I start, I would like to explain the meaning of nostalgic food. Do you have any food that brings emotions to yourself? Food that makes you remember the past? Food that reminds you of someone else? Food that causes you happy, sad, or even mad? Those foods that bring such vivid and emotional memories of people and places in the past are known as nostalgic food. So, what is my nostalgic food? I'll give you some hints to guess. It has eggs in it. It is full of cabbage. It has sweet caramelized onion taste. It will be a great snack, especially during night. It is one of the Malaysians' favorite street foods. Did you manage to guess the answer? My nostalgic food is Roti John. Roti John is one of the famous street foods and usually it will be sold at the local night markets. So, first let's watch the preparation of Roti John.
The custom-made buns are split equally in half, and their side crusts are cut off by hand. They are topped with a savory batter of egg, sardine, onions, seasoned with a blend of nyonya-infused spices. The buns are shallow fried, face down first, on a griddle, flipped and turned until all the sides are crispy and golden brown. Any excess oil is drained off. The basic Roti John is filled with cabbage, mayo and chili sauce. All done and ready to serve.
How did Roti John could become nostalgic to me? The story begins when I was in Standard 1, which is the first time that I had encountered Roti John in my whole life. During that time, I was a 7-year-old boy who loves to buy Roti John during recess. Although my mom had already packed me some food, but I will always queue up to get my Roti John, which was sold for 1 ringgit in the year 2006. When I had my first bite, I had always been aware of the fishy taste of Roti John. Being a picky eater, I cannot eat or even swallow sardines during that time. However, as an innocent and pure little boy, I had never questioned what does Roti John consist of. What are the ingredients of Roti John? During that particular time, I thought that is what Roti John is supposed to taste like. Also, I had always believed that Roti John contains chicken in it. The meats that I had been seeing was chicken meat. That is what I had assumed during that time. But the moment of truth came when I was in secondary school. I was 14 years old at that time. It was during the fasting month. I had accompanied my aunt to Bazaar Ramadan, and that was when she decided to buy Roti John for iftar. Then, I was thunderstruck at the moment when I saw right in front of my eyes the hawker mix the eggs together with sardines during the preparation of Roti John. I was dumbfounded when I know that I had been tricked all this while. When I went home, I had been asking my parents whether they knew that Roti John contains sardines in it. And they said yes. It had always been that way which people add sardines in the Roti John. So, it was just me that did not figure out the secret ingredients in the making of delicious Roti John. Ironically, I had always been proud by telling people that I did not eat sardines. I had never eaten sardines in my life. That is what I thought during that time. What a poor little boy. He did not know that he had been consuming sardines all this while. For 7 years, he had been eating sardines without knowing it. Such a pity boy. Therefore, Roti John became nostalgic to me not because of its happy or angry moments, but Roti John will always remind me of the funniest moments in my life. Whenever I eat Roti John, it will remind me of the pureness, of the naiveness of a little boy who had been eating the food that he had been disliked for his whole life, but suddenly he was able to eat it in his favorite Roti John without knowing the truth. I would say that Roti John had the most successful moment when a picky eater was taken down, starting from that moment. Coming to an end, a food that is nostalgic to us will remind us of all those happy, funny, or even silly moments in our life. Every food has its own story and sometimes able to walk us down the memory lane. But the most important message is never become picky with your food. As the saying, what goes around comes around, the moment you start hating your food will be the moment you start enjoying it without knowing the truth. That is all from me. Thank you.